Crestwood football here in the John Mendola Show. Ryan Arcangeli, the head coach, coach a successful year last year. He graduated some seniors. But are there some guys back here for the 2021 season?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was a great year last year, but like we've been kind of preaching the whole off season, it's over, and it's not going to come back. And neither of those great seniors that we had. So I can't say enough about that senior group. They put a lot of hard work in with a changeover mentality 2 years ago, and we got a chance to take over and kind of change the tempo a little bit. So we thank them, but it's time to move on. And we have a great group of kids coming back, both sophomore, junior, and senior. We have a great freshman group coming up. They're going to help us out to hopefully guide us in the right direction to another opportunity.
You always hope that you have a little bit of that base back. So when you talk about bringing those guys back, who are guys you're going to lean on to say, okay, hey, it's your turn now to show up and take over as the leader?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, that's the thing. You go from being a guy to being the guy. And that's tough. So we've been trying to find leaders, all summer long. We think we know who they are. They're showing the team who they are. But we had a great sophomore group last year that's growing into their own. They put a great weight room off season in. So we're going to depend on them. But at the same time, it's still your seniors, right? It's still your seniors. And they're a ham and egg type of group, ham and eggers that just do the dirty work, but we think that we have great senior leadership that's developing to take us over the top.
So you hear different themes though. Some people say, hey, I coached the kids I have, and that'll dictate maybe the offense or defense I have.
Sure.
Other coaches will be like, hey, this is our system. These kids need to fit in these holes. For you guys here at Crestwood, are you going to change a whole lot as far as the offensive scheme, defensive scheme is going to be pretty comparable to what you believe and your coaching staff believes?
I think we'll be comparable with what we've been, but we can't be ignorant to the fact that we have different players. So we have to put some wrinkles in there, going to take advantage of what we have, coming back. But at the end of the day, we feel really good about our offensive line. So our and what their work has been. So our mentality is to run the ball first and establish that toughness, and we think it comes right from the weight room onto the field. So we're not going to divvy from that too far. So we'll stay basically the same, but we'll throw some wrinkles in there to take advantage of our skill set.
One thing that has happened is the community. I mean, you think of the enthusiasm and the community getting behind this program.
Sure.
We kind of pan over to this place over here, and then it's a great facility. I'm sure your kids feel really good about it. But let's talk a little bit about just having that support and these kids knowing that, hey, people are behind them in the school,
right?
Of course, in the community, and they got a great facility.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, our administration, our board, and our community has done a great job of supporting what we have here. I mean, we have what I think is the area's best facilities, and our kids take full advantage of it. And we're so excited to really welcome this thing in the way it should be. Obviously, we wanted to start off last year in its inaugural season to be able to win. We were, but to have that commitment from our fan base and our community here. But again, commitment, community, culture. Those are our 3 C's we stand by, and certainly our community's behind us 100%. And now we get a chance to invite them from the television sets here to the field this year, so we're thrilled to be able to do that. But great support from top to bottom. Administration's been fantastic, and we're really excited to really celebrate this building the way it should be.
We talk about the work ethic. You said, hey, that season's over. We're in the weight room. You got coaches. Talk about the time that gets put in the off season with the coaches and things you guys try to do to make sure that you're prepared and ready. And of course, in the kind of year that we had, there were a lot of different things, and some of those safety things are still in mind here.
Absolutely still in mind, and we can't let that guard down. Obviously we're going to follow regulations from a national standpoint and a state standpoint, and from our administration directly. But the off season, what a tremendous amount of work, and it was so odd. We still aren't regular. I don't think we'll be regular until maybe next year. But we had to go to outside facilities because we couldn't use ours because of protocols. And we were lucky enough to have 2 great facilities here at Mountaintop. A Danko shout out that gave us a great opportunity to get our kids there, and really welcomed us and kind of let us have that as our own. And our kids went when they could, as much as they could, followed our program to a T, and then we got back into this thing together here in April. It's like we never left. So a lot of hard work, and like every team, everybody's putting in the hard work, and I know the coaches around the area are doing a great job of getting their kids ready to play.
As a young coach, you've been with the game a long time, but as a head coach, you learn things as time goes on. Anything as the years have gone on, like, okay, we got to focus just a little bit more on that? There's always little tweaks.
Oh, little tweaks. I'm still learning very much so. But I had 2 tremendous teachers with Greg Myers and Richard Mendola out in Dallas when he was at King's College, and I'll lean on those guys when necessary, and my coaching staff. I mean, they're the elder. Most of them are elder to me, and They're telling me how things have gone at different levels of football, from the Division I level and pro level all the way down to D3. So be able to lean on a great staff and two great, mentors. I'm still learning when to pull back the reins a little bit when the kids need a little bit of a break. But I've had tremendous teachers along the way, and I really can't say enough about those guys.
Look forward to the 2021 season, Coach. Thank you.
Yeah, so do we. Let's get back to normal.